Houston alive. These fans are all riled up. Announcer here in Houston now, Bob Ford.
Remove your caps for the presentation of our nation's the color guard from the Harris County Sheriff's Office. Please welcome Emmy Award-winning and And now, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, say, can you lie? What so bright lights last gleaming? Oh, the perilous fight gallantly streamed. Gave proof through the still there. A spangled banner or the
It's about time for Game 6 to get going. Joe Davis, John Smoltz have the call when we come.
The scene shifts back to Houston, Texas. Phillies took an advantage in this series. World Championship. Joe Davis here in Game 6. We've got a Game 2 rematch. A great pitch.
Yeah, we do. And Valdez dominated that first match. Wheeler, on the other hand, was shocked early. 2-runner. But the key's going to be, I think, for the Phillies to advance. 2 and 3 hitters have really struggled. Look for Real Muto to.
There is some breaking news in the middle of this World Series, and it affects.
Big loss for the Astros. Yuli Gurriel out with just one strikeout. It was by far his best. Realized he couldn't play. The Astros are replacing and added a third catcher to their roster, Corey Lee. DH in this game, that's Christian Vasquez. Martin catchers. Joe?
As they go World Series, Real Muto, it's go. Cool and calm.
Valdez gave them exactly what they needed.
It was all for the Phillies. The Astros.
Justin Verlander gets off the side.
It goes back to Houston. Wow! Out of here!
And you, what you playing for tonight? Of a ring, your place in the game. They'll recall what you were. What? Yeah, you. Big hit. No hit. Eat for you. You gotta be cool, or you wouldn't be here. You got a shot. It's on you. Big time. Fox.
Is on Fox, presented by Capital One.
Thanks, Joe. Game 6 break of Dusty Baker. In 2002, his the World Series and lost. The next year, his Cubs and lost. Last year, his Astros. Dusty Baker is what's missing. No man has managed more games without Rooney. Brings him back to a game's chance to make history. Joe.
Those are the toughest moments. Taking the last breath out of anybody. It's like he's got the right man for the job. Framber Velks. And what a difference a year. He's got the best of him. He failed to make it through the third inning in either against the Phillies. Pitched into the 7th inning. Out 19 over 11+ innings.
Yeah, this guy's turned really. He's learned to have a great heartbeat on the mound. And if same thing he did against the Phillies to have that success.
Here in Game 6 will look like this. For Kyle Schwarber to lead it off as the 7-hitter and second baseman. And with the lefty on the mound, they do go with.
The interesting thing is his last game. RPM was revved up. Now you can imagine in a game, you cannot think about that if you're a Game 6 starter up. Team is one way away from winning a World Series.
And emotionally.
Well, emotionally, when you're having your leash is quick and you just want to pass the baton on to the guy, this is when you get selfish and say, I don't want anyone else to pitch.
Pitcher had gone in a World Series game in 3 years when he took it in.
He was pitched to last time, got a lot of fastballs early. But Schwarber should be ready to hit a fastball.
From their second World Series in 6 years, the Phillies Game 5 with a home run stands in. Valdez rocks and fires, and off we go. With Barksdale not giving Framber Valdez a low strike. Not give pitchers many low strikes.
Right, and what in the zone.
That's Pop
leading off the game, and he attacked him with some fastballs, and then late. But he pitches off the extreme. I say rubber when he's getting. That's what the angle he wants to right there. That shows you the balance he has.
4-1 pitch. That's taken low. A check swing.
But maybe the barrel stayed behind the plate.
On a 1-2 pitch. Schwarber takes I think everybody thought it was strike three. Besides,
Wow. I mean, this is. He's like, okay, all right. He better.
All right, so a gift for Schwarber. Can he on 2-2? That's ball 3. 12 of the 42 curveballs he threw in game 2.
How good it is, and that just speaks to him. And he's got a.
Here's his payoff. So perhaps a key call.
You know, a pitcher is going to get frustrated because you're mind 3, but you got to make a couple good ones. He let that one out of the zone. Things before,
and that is where his ability to move on from things. A bouncing ball to get the out at second and to erase it.
And it's something going. He has been really struggling at the bounce it to a defense that's outstanding.
They've been tracking 5 years. Framber Valdez has the highest ground things. The Phillies in game 2, a lineup that's relied on home runs for a lot of the season.
Last at bat that JT had in his last game, typical at bat.
Almost helped him come back in that game.
That click of the bat going, but it's the approach that'll get him really good.
And the issues is,
and again, we talked game and just the battle he's been through is effective.
Here's the tie the game with a double, won it with a home. On a 1-1 from Framber Valdez, Real Muto shoots it down the line.
Again, this will be the game that his sinker's good, the touch is there, double play ball, but he is juiced up, no doubt. Of the Phillies, because they got to get on for that guy. Pitched him perfectly, but the reason they can do that is
7 runs in game 3, the game where they tied a World Series record game since. On a 2-2 pitch, Real Muto takes ball 3 and actually in front of Bryce Harper.
And this will be, you see the curveball that catches the top of his foot and got him out with curveballs late. Fastball on this first pitch, if that's the same game plan.
Postseason run Harper didn't reach base was the one against Phil. First pitch. Hitting play, Jeremy Pena. What a poke. Come to bat when you come back. Top Yuli Gurriel is not in the game. He injured as catches. It's the first time all year that's going to clinch a world championship against overpowering. And a big part of the reason the Phillies wasn't the same.
Yeah, he wasn't the same. He had ran in late, and that really set the stage for the game. And he never some adjustments early. I still first pitch fastball in. That's for sure.
Yeah, that'd be a good 97-98 is where Zach Wheeler wants to be. 5 in game 2. And here's the guy you're. Altuve doubled on the first pitch of the game. Ball 1 at 98.
Extra day rest and his ability to look at
over his last 5 games. Watches the strike, 90 back to being himself.
Yeah, he's hit some mistakes which has gotten him. He'll beat you to right field. If you're any pitch field,